Darvin, what were the challenges of kind of creating offense on the perimeter with how they were pressuring with Edwards and McDaniels especially, and how did you feel like that impacted the offense in the game?
I thought we allowed it to disrupt us a little bit. We got to anticipate the teams are going to come out like that, and we have to meet aggression with aggression. And I thought it was too many times we got caught up playing east-west instead of just putting our heads down and attacking the basket, getting to the paint, living at the free throw line. When teams are aggressive like that, you got to play downhill. You got to draw them. They're going to collapse. You got to make the simple pass, simple play. And I thought too many times we just got caught up in over-dribbling, holding the ball too many seconds, not playing with a sense of urgency, not playing with any pace. And we'll look at it on film tomorrow.
Darvin, sort of related to that, when a guy is as hot as AD was tonight, 38 points, what can your team do better to play off of that and use his gravity more effectively than you guys were able to tonight?
Well, it was a time that we just looked like we were playing in mud. We weren't playing fast enough. We weren't getting any stops. So once we were buckled down on defense, that gave us a chance to get back into the game. We were able to call some bad shots, some turnovers, get some rebounds, and push it, play fast, and that really helped us. But that's how we have to play like that. It can't be because of pressure. We have to play like that whether there's pressure or not. That's how we have to play. And it just too many times I felt like our energy was off, our effort was off in certain plays. We didn't seem to have any urgency. It was like we were playing. They're playing. They're fighting for their life as well, trying to get into the postseason. And they had that urgency. We didn't. And that's something we have to address. And we talked about it in post game. But tomorrow we look at it on film and then try to come out and have a better performance on Sunday.
Darvin, Dennis had 12 assists and 0 turnovers, which obviously is positive, but then 3 for 13. What do you make of his night, and how much, if at all, was he hampered by the ankle injury that he's dealing with? Well,
he expressed no concern about playing. Our medical staff cleared him, and so that's not an excuse, and we're not going to use it as one. He wouldn't have been out there if it was an issue with his ankle. I just felt like, they put a bigger guy on him. And some of those looks he normally gets, he just didn't. Jaden is like we talked about him in my pregame presser. He's versatile. He can guard all positions. He's quick laterally, quick vertically. Extremely really good player. It just caused problems for him. And you're going to have nights like that. But Dennis did his best, to try to get other people going and finding the right people, getting the ball to the right people, thus the 12 assists. But again, that was just a tough matchup.
Darvin, you talked about them having a sense of urgency, and you guys obviously are right on that cusp. I don't know how much you guys watching the standings now, like the teams you're trying to catch or the teams you're trying to hold off for that to just get into the play-ins.
We're all aware of it. It just, again, I tell my team every day the first order of business is to take care of our business. We have to come with energy, effort, and urgency. Those 3 words. And unfortunately, you can't coach any of those 3. We can encourage it. You can try to make it happen. You can find the right guys, the mix of guys that are playing with that and that edge that we need to have, and try to put them on the floor and have them close out the game or play in certain stretches, long stretches for you. But energy, effort, and urgency. We've been writing those words on our board. We know we should know what the circumstances are, and there's no reason, no excuse for us to come out and not have that. And against the team that we're competing for to try to get a spot. So you saw the way they played. They were up in our chest all night. And it was times where until the very end when we finally woke up and got aggressive, we just seemed like we were on our heels. And you can't have that, especially when you're sitting in the position we're sitting in and try to get to where we're trying to get to.
Is there also a quality of, like, LeBron's out and you kind of have to do it for him at this point? Like,
that's no excuse. Like, we're not using that as an excuse. LeBron is, he's there coaching them up right along with the coaching staff. And even with D'Lo being out, we have more than enough. We have more than enough capable players to go out and win a game. And regardless of who we're playing, we have more than enough in that locker room to win.
Yeah. Darvin, 2 for you. You guys had cut it to 4, and I think AD lost his shoe on a play and had to play an entire defensive position. Did you guys want to foul there, or did you think about fouling there?
Nah, I just took the timeout. I saw it, and that was my first knee-jerk reaction, just to take a timeout. You go back and look at it, you second guess yourself. Hindsight is always 20/20, but I just decided to take a timeout.
And then you guys are in this sprint, right? That's going to last a month, basically. How locked in mentally is that as big of a challenge as anything? Do you think to play functionally 20 games that all feel like must wins in certain levels?
Well, I think when you're trying to go out each and every day, game day, non-game day, and you're trying to see how you can be the best versions of yourself, I don't see why or how that could be pressing. We're in this position. We've told our team we just have to take them one game at a time. We can't be locked in for 2.5, 3 hours out of a 24-hour day. I've been around this thing 26 years, multiple championships, multiple trips as a player and a coach to the postseason. If someone has to tell you that you can't be locked in, we do basketball for a living. Someone shouldn't have to tell you to be locked in. We get paid millions of dollars to do basketball for a living, which only takes, whether it's a practice, a shoot around, a game, anywhere from an hour, sometimes 45 minutes to 2.5, 3 hours. A sport. We're not digging ditches all day. We're not building homes. We're not doing construction, risking our lives. We're doing basketball for a living. And we're playing for one of the most recognizable, historic franchises on the face of the earth. The most. If that doesn't motivate you to go out and try to be the best version of yourself, I don't know what will. And we talk about it. And we pour into our players to try to make them better individually and collectively. And so we're going to keep preaching it. We're going to keep harping on it until there's no time left and there's just no chance of us doing it. But until then, we're putting our best foot forward every day. Trust me.
Thanks, Coach.
Yep.